Dear friends, 501 days over. The Ukrainian army is working hard to destroy Russian army's infrastructure, supply line, warehouses. Like example, we have seen what it did in Makivka, and huge explosions were reported. This is of course with the intelligence gathered from various sources. And it is not that the Russian army is not doing. They too are doing, and much deep inside the Ukrainian territory, using even long-range missiles launched from the strategic fighter aeroplanes as well as from the naval ships. Coming to war zone, the Russian army has claimed success in northern and eastern Ukraine, like in Spornoye, Kupiansk, Kuzmivka, Belgorovka, while Ukrainians have claimed gains in south of Bakhmut and in Zaporozhye directions. Coming to specifics in east on Bakhmut front, Ukrainian army is butting heavily towards Kleshcheevka. It has regained the land which the Russian army had regained from the Ukrainians. This ping pong is continuing on many fronts, but at this rate, if they continue, it looks like they would reach inside Kleshcheevka in a week or two. In northern flank, the Russian army has managed tactical success and Ukrainians are not successful, like what is happening in the southern flank. In north, on Swatovo-Kremenaya line, the Ukrainian army has not engaged in any big counterattacks. While it is continuing shelling in Belgorod, Kursk, Bryansk regions, Russian army on its part has started working against Ukrainians entering into Ukrainian regions, though with small number of troops like that of DRGs. In south on Zaporozhye front, Ukrainians, after having evolved new tactics, are continuing with it, even if it is temporary in nature, to safeguard its precious armor vehicles and send its troops in front. Using these tactics, the Ukrainians use small number of troops like that of platoon or maximum company level tactical group, not battalion tactical groups, which consists 15 to 20 troops. Yes, also mercenary units are being used while increasing shelling from behind against the Russian defensive/offensive forces. The aim is to exhaust Russian defense line. They also have been successful to some limited extent, but yet not able to breach the first Russian defense line. Russian army on their part do retreat or withdraw on such attacks in third or fourth wave at least, but do come back after Ukrainian force is neutralized or repelled, which has weakened in any case without the support of armor and other heavy equipments. These tactics and strategies are part of war attrition and waiting for the enemy to wear down, to break down. But who will break down first and who will sustain? We will wait and watch for that. In Kherson region, the Ukrainian army is trying very obstinately to transfer DRGs along Dnieper river, especially where the river is narrow, to the other side or rather eastern side of the river, and strengthen its bridgeheads, if possible create new ones. That means they have some major plans that side, which we would know soon. This is the overall scenario as far as the war zones are concerned. The present war of attrition is pretty high, and I expect by mid of August or maximum by end of August, something new will evolve, and at the same time, the self-imposed red line which has already vanished by the Western powers will be coming up with something new, probably unexpected, to stop the Russian ability to destroy Ukrainian armed forces, because the situation would have reached a do and die condition. And a related news, Spain, Canada have criticized US decision to supply cluster bombs to Ukraine. Of course, this is for the people's consumption, nothing in reality, like what USA and others criticize Israel for new settlement policy. And that's all for the day. Thank you, friends.